Let us celebrate our successes of the 2020 electoral process and document them, for there's so much knowledge, good experience, and best practice residing in the Electoral Commission of Ghana.
The Electoral Commission
at 3 p.m. rather than 5 p.m. In 2019, the Commission announced its decision to close the polls at 3 p.m. rather than 5 p.m. in the 2020 election. Nonetheless, owing to the COVID-19 pandemic and the stringent and necessarily time-consuming safety protocols instituted at our polling stations, we are compelled to put this proposal on hold. Over the past month, however, the proposal has resurfaced, and we believe that this is the time to discuss it.
The Commission
do away with the system of periodic nationwide registration exercises and institute an all-round system where citizens who turn 18 or persons who have not previously registered may visit any district office in Ghana with their Ghana card and passport and register as voters. This will help to do away with the nationwide registration exercises and go a long way to reducing the cost of our elections. Managed to reduce the cost of elections by some 41% compared to the elections of 2016. One issue that confronted us as a nation is the phenomenon of rejected ballots. Today, in spite of the advances made in the design of the ballot, we have continued to witness a disturbing trend of a high number of rejected ballots. An exceedingly disturbing challenge also is the violence that occurred in about 5 centers and which led to the death of 7 citizens of our dear country. Though the violence was not widespread, one life lost is a life too many. And we say never again should we go to an election and have anybody lose their lives.
in a move to fix the
chairperson that the 2020 general elections was the best ever in the history of this country and called for the nation to celebrate some so-called unprecedented successes struck by the EC in the conduct of the elections. The facts showed that last year's elections was one of the most poorly conducted, flawed, and manipulated elections in the history of this country. A situation that has undermined the strides we have made since the inception of this fourth Republican Democratic dispensation. Now, this is an election where we have counted 8 people dead. If you add Silas, who was murdered during the registration process, that is 9. It has never, ever happened in this country before. After an election, you have 8 souls, 8 innocent Ghanaians, including 14-year-olds, killed. And say this was the best election ever? Are we serious? Are we for real? 8 people died, perished. And you say this was the best election? And some of these violence were occasioned by the activities of the EC themselves. Look at Pechuman South. It was as a result of the conduct of the returning officer. That is what occasioned the violence.
according to the opposition.
Instances in some parts of the country that because materials did not arrive early, voting continued beyond the 5 o'clock. Machines got spoiled, etc. So many things have been going on consistently. And then now you want to close at 3 o'clock. In Ghana is not Accra and Kumasi and Takrady. In some of the rural areas, the poor farmers, they have to go to the farm, get some food for the day before they come and vote. So you create a situation where you are going to create unnecessary panic, tension, and confusion. Is this necessary at this time?